For now, Ravens receiver TJ this Sunday after spending the first 8 seasons of his NFL career in Cincinnati. He returns there for the first time since exiting in free agency 2 off seasons ago.
I'm sure it'll be fun. They're a good team, so obviously it'll be fun playing against guys I used to practice with. The corners were when I was there. They were getting better. I don't know, how I'm gonna feel. Emotions just kind of come to you however they may. You can't really control them. But it'll be very different, to say the least.
Rich, back over to you. Chad Ochocinco might have a little message or something in the locker room for his old pal TJ.
And no question about that. And Rod, you're saying, how in the world do you cut him? Is that what you're saying?
How do you cut him from Seattle? Keep saying the guy who
Did you say it like that? You let it comment. That's Seattle is one of the teams that's supposedly throughout this process of Vincent Jackson interested in his services. And that was a team that once upon a time was given permission, in a way, to chat with them. But it seems to me in this whole situation that there's a fit for him. Maybe it isn't Seattle. Where might the fit be best for him if he is now going to be going somewhere else?
I mean, Rich, his skill set. Every team needs a player like that because he brings so much to the table for an offensive side, especially at the receiving core. But, I mean, if you really look at it, Jacksonville, they can use a big-time receiver. Washington would love to have a big-time receiver. And the Vikings need a big-time receiver right now. So, I mean, there's plenty of teams that can use his skill set because he's a dynamic deep threat all the time.
Well, let's talk about the team that just spent $50 million guaranteed. Let's go back there and the St. Louis Rams. That's a team. I mean, you bring Sam Bradford in, and I like what I've seen out of Sam Bradford. But where are the weapons? Give him weapons that he can work with. I mentioned it last week. TJ would have been a nice weapon. It's a proven commodity that you can give this young man so he can build his confidence. But I could certainly see this guy heading to St. Louis because they could use all the help they can get.
But you got the grumpy old man.
I was about to say that.
Holding his future in his hands.
That A.J. Smith could be sitting in his office right now watching NFL Total Access, listening to his table. This is a great fit. This place is a great fit. He raised his hand sitting there. Hello. Somebody's got to speak to me.
The puppet master.
Yeah, A.J. Smith holds all the cards. As Jason Lockenford said at the top of the program.
But you hope he's not holding all the cards to the detriment that his team ends up not making.
It would be the detriment to his team if he doesn't get fair value for him. I mean, that's his job.
Well, I'll just get him back in.
Let's should have had him back in there.
Let's just get everybody come to the senses and go back to San Diego and help Philip Rivers out. Let's try that. Everybody just come in and like Rex. Get